Hi guys, Rach here with another video. And so sorry, this I am so excited about. Omid does a column every week. On Wednesdays they usually drop, but today drop on Friday, and I am looking forward to review this one. Omid been spitting nothing but fact for the last few column that he have put out. This one I'm expecting it to be just as good as his others. So it's separating the fact from tabloid fiction surrounding Prince Harry's forthcoming memoir, a deep dive into what readers of Spare can really expect. All right, let's get into it. That already make me feel, happy to go ahead and review this for you. For a word frequently used to describe Prince Harry by the royal family in British media since his birth 38 years ago, it's ironic that the same two groups had the most outrage about the Duke of Sussex's decision to name his forthcoming memoir Spare. Isn't that the truth? Let's stop right there. Right there, there's so much in there. We can go ahead and do a deep dive in. So let's do it. All right. So, ever since Harry came out in front of the world, in front of Linda Wing, his mother present him to the world, we have heard this word spare every single day when it comes to describing him, using in this word literally was meant to demean, to disrespect, and to literally tell the world, he's useless. That's what the word, if you go to look the meaning of the word, is nothing nice about the word. So let's go ahead and continue with this, right? Royal sources, aka, yes, I'm glad he used that, aka anonymous palace aides. Yeah, they're like little gossip schoolgirls. My goodness. Oof. Anyway, let's continue. Media pundits and newspaper wasted no time sharing breathless outrage after publisher Penguin Random House revealed the tome's title, Steely Face cover, and January 10 release date. Oh my goodness. Malevolent, cruel, playing the victim once again, and quell surprise, all Megan's doing with just some of the anger reactions. Isn't that everything is Megan's fault? They blame Megan if the freaking sky is blue and then all of a sudden it turned white and there's at nighttime there's no stars in the sky. I mean, seriously, Megan power. Her power, I tell you, she is powerful. She can get to do all this. Go back in Harry's childhood and be able to write stories that she know nothing about. She from California, my goodness, she time travels. Jeez. I mean, the British media, their royal aides, those are the worst set of people I've ever heard of. And guess what? Who told me about it? They're stupid Royal Rota, aka they're PR people. That's how I know about it. So let's continue on with this review because already I'm getting way too excited. Let's go on. Let's continue. So, of course, calling the book Spare, a decision made by Prince Harry early on in the process, shouldn't have come as a huge surprise. It's a punchy choice, but for a word that has trailed the prince like a shadow, being the spare was one of the most defined aspects of his royal existence. Wow. Leaning on the derogatory moniker for a title is Harry's finally owning the term after a lifetime of being called it. Jesus. I mean, let me stop. Let me stop. I mean, I couldn't imagine. Charles, I don't know what kind of man he is, but he's not a good dad. And I've never come across anyone named Charles who's nice, including my father, whose name is Charles. So he's an awful, disgusting father. I'm sorry. Because no way in hell my husband will watch somebody demean his kids. I know he will not allow that. I'm going to speak to for him because he's not going to do that. And me as a mother, no. No, 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 no. First of all, you're not going to refer to my child in a derogatory term in front of my face. or let alone telling the whole world. This is what we call him because literally Harry is a Cinderella story. Literally. Cinderella, if anybody watched Cinderella, you know how the story go. You know you get the evil stepmother. You know you in that case the mother die, and then all of a sudden they start treating this one like he's indispensable. Oh, we'll send him here, we'll send him there. If he needs that, we don't care, we're gonna use him to cover up all your dirt because he is that spare. He is literally a nobody. Oh my god. I mean, anyway, let's continue because I can go on and it's not pretty. Let's go ahead and continue. For the family business, Harry's position as the heir spare saw him take on the compulsory role of royal support act at an early age. With no real defined job, the firm mostly needed one thing from him: to support his more important older brother, Prince William. What a fuck! I'm sorry. What a messed up life. I can't. Let me continue. It's a bizarre and somewhat cruel existence. The outcome of a system built on whatever privilege. In many cases, it's also a curse. Princess Margaret's life as the Queen's spare was riddled with drug abuse and alcoholism. And Prince Andrew's life, well, we all know how that went, and that's not Omid's word. This is me saying that. We all know how Andrew went. So let's pause. Yeah, I don't want to go. Yeah, let's continue because my God, what a kind of trash life. People aspire to be that. People aspire to be in this family. I mean, this is disgusting. I mean, geez, we all know what they did to get what they wear on their heads. They stole from different places, and their supporters think it's the best thing since sliced bread to live a life of using stolen goods as something that everybody should be proud of or aspire to live. Anyway, let's continue because this trash is pissing me off already. A spare also carries a purpose rarely acknowledged by any royal or palace official: the resident scapegoat. Oh my God. To protect the crown and higher ranking member of the family. Oh my God, y'all. This makes me want to cry. And I'm not even that. All right. Collateral damage when blame or distractions is needed. To those who have followed the royal beat closely enough, the coincidental timing of certain revelation of stories about Harry have already highlighted this. It'll be interesting to see how Spare, which doesn't shy away from this specific burden, describe these moments. My God. I mean, reading this, I'm already depressed to even go ahead and continue with reviewing this because, my God. Woof. Anyway. Golly. Being... So far, only the smallest official details about the book's 416 pages have been released by the publisher. They describe Spare as a title written with raw, unflinching honesty, a book that is filled with insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom. I'll expect nothing less from prolific ghostwriter J.R. Moringer, who is famous for encouraging his subject to switch on the light in the dark parts of their story. Wow, I'm excited about this book. I'm not even going to go ahead and fully finish this. I'm just going to go to the last part because I'm getting angry. Hundreds of journalists, including myself, have written versions and fragments of Duke's story over the years. It's a story that, as a working member of the royal family, he has long been unable to tell himself. Now, having created an independent life away from the confine of the royal institution, Harry finally has the chance to set often inaccurately reported records straight. The freedom of speech in no more. Oh my God, guys, I'm done. All right. So it ends by saying, and no matter how you may feel about the man, it's hard not to agree. He should have the right to tell his story. I put that ending there. He should have the right to tell his story. My gosh. My goodness. My heart goes out to anyone who who's living in this lifestyle, because it's not a good one. As much as they're trying to make it like it's the best thing in the world to live a royal life, there's nothing royal about this kind of life. You treat kids like they're nobody. I mean, William, oh my God, your one and only brother. My God, I can sit by and watch my one and only sibling get treated like that. All because I want to cover my dirty deeds. And your conscience, how do you sleep at night? Do you not think those three you have behind gonna fall in the same category? It's literally a line that keeps going and going and going. My question to you, William, directly to you and your stick skeleton, do you want that for your children? Keep cosplaying Megan, ma'am, because the original will always stand out. You could never stand in her shoes, even though you orchestrated the smear campaign against her. Again, my friend, like dust, she rise. Thank you for listening and subscribing to our Prince Arch and Lily. Have a good day, guys. Sussex Squad, you rock.